What does casual Korean look like in this area? Stick around to the end to find out. I really love Korean food. The simplicity, the spiciness, all that. It's just one of my favorite things. Right now, because of the pandemic, it's really hard to go to like those sit-down Korean restaurants where you could do like Korean barbecue family style. But in this area, we actually have a place, there's a couple of places actually that do like fast casual Korean takeout where you can kind of experience those flavors in a more casual setting. It's kind of geared very well toward takeout. The name of the place is actually called K-Plate. There's one location in Troy, one in Albany. Today, the Troy location's closed, so we're headed down to Albany to pick up food. I'm actually going to cut the intro short, and I'll show you what it's all about when we get back with our food, because it's a lot easier to explain with it in front of me. So just like we do every week, hit a like, subscribe down below if you already haven't, and let's go get the food. So the concept behind this place, K-Plate, is to basically give like a bowl type situation where you have Korean flavors. Now it's very simple. Everything is kind of under $10. They have chicken, beef, and pork belly, I think, and you can get like different combinations. There's not too many options. So with those things, you can either get kimchi or pickled radishes, and then the bowl comes with a good serving of meat and the rice. So the one thing I wanted to try, which I've never tried before, are their kimchi dumplings. Now these look really cool actually. They're kind of like a fried wonton almost, and they come with a dipping sauce. We'll try it without the sauce first. That's really good, spicy. I always surprise myself with how spicy the food is at K-Plate, and I always order not remembering how spicy it actually is. Let's try the dipping sauce. See if that'll cool it down. I don't think it will because it's very red. It's like a spicy soy sauce. Very good. Wow, I think it's 5 for $3 for these dumplings. Good deal. So for my plate, I always go with the hot and spicy beef. It's always a mistake because I also add the hot sauce. And this time I got my spicy sriracha mayo on the side. Usually they'll actually put it on top. The reason why I put it on the side is because we had a little bit of a long drive. Usually we go to the Troy location, which is a little closer to home. That's kind of our date night special when we actually were going out before pandemic stuff, but let's set it up. The beef is like a bulgogi marinated sliced beef. It's like steak that is just infused with all these flavors like chili. It almost has like a samjang or like gochujang type sauce with it. And you got to go with the sriracha mayo. Like I said, it's always super spicy, so let's try to get a little of everything in every bite. And I like that they divide it so that things aren't initially mixed up. Really good, really spicy. Like I said, I always surprise myself with how spicy it is. Whew. What I love about getting this is they always put the rice underneath the meat, and it soaks up a lot of that sauce. You can kind of see here, it's all nice and red. And that's all spice. If you aren't familiar with Korean barbecue sauce, it's got like everything. It's spicy, it's tangy, it's salty. It is just amazing. And when paired with beef, it's like a match made in heaven. It's probably my favorite combination of like marinade and sauce that you can have with beef. It's so good. It's got like that kind of soy sauce, kind of umami, I guess is what you would call it. And these pickled radishes are like my favorite thing. It kind of cools it down and cuts through a lot of that heat. Got to get a little of the sriracha mayo in there when you eat this as well. And the lettuce basically just kind of cools everything down. Going back in for another dumpling. I love these. The shape is like almost like a tortellini. Of course, I'm wearing a white shirt with all this red food. Really what this is like a Chipotle bowl, like with completely different flavors in it. I love that it's like kind of modular. You can kind of just, pick that up for something for lunch, or you can get it for dinner like we did. This was our first time actually going to the Lark Street in Albany location. Like I said, usually we go in Troy. And I was actually kind of surprised with how kind of streamlined they had everything. The kitchen looks, like their kitchen in Troy. And the guy in the front was prepping all the orders, and he had a whole bunch of orders. It was like Saturday night, phone was ringing off the hook. You could see their online orders coming in like crazy. And it's really cool to see small little business like this kind of doing well. As always, finish the whole thing, and at Spicy. I got a few napkins down too. A couple weeks ago, we checked out Toro Cantina, which is like the fanciest Mexican restaurant in the area. I'll leave a link to that video right here, and I'll leave all my dining reviews right here. If you haven't done that yet, subscribe down below, hit the like button on this video. Thanks so much for watching, and have an awesome day.